The probability questions every year, they tend to be okay. They're fairly straightforward, there's no major issues with them. They involve sample spaces, they involve the AND rule and the OR rule, and you're just using those to answer the questions. But they tend to be okay. So we're going to only have a look at 2 or 3 of these. Let's have a look at question 70 because we can go through these fairly quickly. So question 70 says, a garage has 5 black cars, 9 red cars and 10 silver cars. So I'm just going to read that again. We have, I'll just maybe put it here, so 5 black, we have 9 red, and we have 10 silver. Alright? So in total, how many do we have? We've got 24 cars in total. And that's going to be important when we're actually calculating the probabilities. Right, A says, a car is selected at random, what's the probability that the car is black? Right, so how many black cars do we have? We have 5. It's 5 out of a total of 24. So 5 over 24, really straightforward. You couldn't get an easier question in the exam. Part 2 then says, so that's A part 1. A part 2 then says, a car selected at random, what is the probability the car is black or red? Now when you see or in a question, you would have done this with your teacher so many times, or indicates that you must add the probabilities. Right? So or indicates that you add the probabilities. So we're trying to find the probability that it's black or red, so we add those probabilities. The probability that it's black is 5 over 24, plus the probability that it's red is 9 over 24, and then we can go and simplify that. It's 14 over 24, and just go and simplify that as 7 over 12. Very straightforward. So when we see or, add the probabilities, and if we see and in the questions, we multiply the probabilities. So be familiar with or and be familiar with and, because they come up quite regularly. So or and and. So or, add the probabilities, and we multiply the probabilities. Okay, part B. Okay, so B says, a car is selected at random. Then a second car is selected at random from those remaining. So we take a car, that car is gone, and then we're going to select another car. What is the probability that the first car is silver and the second car is black? So in other words, we have a silver, we select the silver, and then we select a black. So silver and black. And if I already said to you, when we see and, what are we going to do? We're going to multiply the probabilities. So, what's the probability that the first car is silver? Well, how many silver cars do we have? We have 10. So that's 10 over 24. When we see and, we're going to multiply the probabilities. And then the second car that we select is black. Now remember, we've now selected a silver car, which means we have 5 black cars to choose, or to potentially pick. And how many cars are we now selecting from? Now remember, originally we had 24 cars to select, but we've got rid of one of those cars, so now we only have 23 cars left. So it's 10 over 24 multiplied by 5 over 23. Love it. Put that into your calculator and simplify it as much as you can. Now B part 2. The question says, a car is selected at random. Then a second car is selected at random from those remaining. What is the probability that one of the selected cars is red and the other car is black? So we're selecting 2 cars and we're trying to find the probability that one of them is red and the other is black. How could we select those cars? What are the potential permutations there? So we could select the red and then the black, but that's not the only way of selecting a red and the black. The other way is that we get a black first and then we get the red. So it's red and black or black and red. Now when we see and, what do we do with the probabilities? We multiply them. And when we see or, what do we do with the probabilities? We add them. Alright, so how many red cars do we have? We've got 9. Out of a total of how many? 24. And we multiply. Black cars is 5. And how many are we choosing from? 23. Okay? Plus, we start again. Right? So it's if we start again, how many black cars do we have? We've got 5. Out of a total of 24. When we see and, we multiply. And now we've got 9 cars. Out of a total of how many? Well, remember, we've already selected a car, so we have 23 left. And that's the method that I would use. I would try to break it down as much as I can. Understand what's going on. If you write that out, you can't go wrong with your and and your or. Alright? And then finally, the last part of the question, part C. C says, 3 of the black cars, 2 of the red cars, and 4 of the silver cars have diesel engines. So 3 blacks, 2 reds, and 4 silver have diesel engines. One car from the garage is again selected at random. What's the probability that it's a red car or a diesel car? And when we see or, we know we're inclined to add the probabilities. So, we're asked to find the probability that the car is red or diesel. Now, how many red cars did we say we had? We've 9. So it's 9 over 24. So it's red or diesel, so we're going to add. And how many diesel cars do we have? Well, we have 3 black, 2 red, and 4 silver. So 3, 2, and 4 is 9. So that's another 9 over 24. But we've got to be careful here because some of these are not mutually exclusive. Right? Some of them can occur at the same time. So for example, in this one, these 9, they are all our red cars. And those 9 are all our diesel. But some of the diesels are red and some of the reds are diesel. So what we've done here is we've duplicated 2 cars. And we've duplicated the red diesels. So what we need to do is we need to take those away. Okay, so just to be clear on this, they're all the red and they're all the diesel. But 2 of those red are diesel and 2 of those diesels are red. So we've duplicated 2 cars. So we need to take those 2 away. And when you put that into your calculator then, you get 16 over 24, which is equal to 2 over 3. Alright, so you're in the exam, you take your time, you figure out what's going on, you read the question carefully, and if you do that, you've no real problems with it.